Hi everyone, it's Chenzo from Reality Art Pod, where I watch your favorite reality shows and break down what is art and what is just trash. This week I'm talking about Love Island USA Week 3. Previously on Love Island, we said goodbye to Victor. Anna quit the show randomly, so we never get to see her wedding dress. Spoiler alert. Since the show airs from Thursdays to Tuesdays, I post these recaps every Wednesday morning, breaking down everything that happened the week before. We start the week off on Thursday. We get Destiny and Jonah bonding, but the connection seems very weak. I just don't believe that this is a real thing. Hannah and Marco get chosen to go to the hideaway, and ew, I feel like based on the votes, America likes this couple. I don't really like this couple. To me, everything this guy does is cringe, so I don't know. For every ass, there's a seat. But they go to the hideaway, and it seems like they bang. That same night, Emily and Harrison and Leo and Cassie also get freaky in bed. Then Hannah and Marco come back from the hideaway, and they say that they did everything but bang, so I guess it was an optical illusion. So I'm watching this episode. I'm about halfway through. I completely forgot that Bergie was there on Love Island, but Bergie's there too. I also completely forgot in the previous episode that they said that there were two new people, Imani and Mike, were on a boat on the way to the island. Now it's like 3 days have gone by and Mike and Imani finally show up. So I guess that was a long boat ride, but Mike and Imani are here. America picked who they wanted to go on the dates, and America picked KK and Destiny to go on the date with Mike. And then they picked Leo and Bergie to go on the date with Imani. I personally wouldn't set Leo and Imani up. They don't seem very compatible, but America really wants Bergie to find somebody, and I want him to find somebody too. This just wasn't a match for me, dog. They were thumb wrestling on the date. But hey, thumb wrestling can be romantic. That's what Hannah and Marco were doing in the hideaway. Onto the Friday episode, they all come back from their dates. Leo comes back and he reassures Cassie, and Cassie has come a long way. She really needed a lot of reassurance in the beginning of this season and was very insecure. She's becoming a lot more confident and a lot more secure being out there on the island. Worth noting that Jonah and Imani at this point start having some chemistry. Imani tells Bergie, who she's not really into, that her love language is being appreciated. And it reminds me of how Carmen told Bergie that her love language was him making her coffee. Like, if you're just not into somebody, why lead them on and tell them, I want you to compliment me. I want you to get me coffee. Just leave them alone. Let them find love. We also in this episode get some more KK and Keenan drama where Keenan is just not a good match for KK. He's not a good guy and she's a great woman. He's always telling her that he wants to get to know other people, which is just devaluing her consistently. KK ends up breaking down. She asks Keenan for space, which good for you, girl. Keep that space. Keenan goes to Bergie for advice, and the only thing I had to say about this was that Bergie's necklace is terrible. It has beads, it has puka shells, it has a 6-sided dice on it. This necklace, it would only look good in a furnace. At the end of the episode, Jonah and Imani kiss in a game, and I still think that they have a connection. On the Sunday episode, we start off with Keenan being stressed and pressed like a panini, and Jonah is into Imani. Destiny now likes Mike. Maura Higgins from the UK show shows up. She's there to play a game with them. America has voted on all this and that. So here are some of America's verdicts. They voted that Hannah is the main character energy. Carmen is there for fame, not love. Harrison is the most boring. Marco, who I hate, takes it upon himself to call Cassie sloppy seconds, which is just rude and, it's unprofessional. I don't know how, but it is. America has decided that Cassie and Emily and Keenan and Marco are dating out of their league, and that Destiny and Carmen are taking up space. None of these things are very nice. What about Best Smile? So after America and Maura Higgins' Comedy Central roast of the Love Islanders, Maura says that America's been voting, and they're going to say the bottom 8 people, and out of the bottom 8 people, a guy and a girl are going to go home. And this is so many bottoms. Why is this got to be so hateful? The girls with the fewest votes were Destiny, Emily, Cassie, and Carmen. And the guys with the least votes are Leo, Harrison, Kenzo, and Keenan. Coming into the Monday episode for the results of this elimination, I fully expected Carmen and Kenzo to get dumped from the island, mostly because they almost voted Carmen out the other time that they had to vote, and Kenzo is completely boring and forgettable. The girls end up dumping Harrison, and the guys end up dumping Emily, which was shocking to me because they seem to have a pretty good connection, and maybe there was something happening that wasn't aired on the show, or maybe just the fact that they both weren't original Islanders. But goodbye to Emily and Harrison. I hope that you stay together. You seem to have a pretty good run on the island. I don't know how it's going to work out since you don't live in the same country. Well, I take that back. I don't know where Harrison lives now, but the Wikipedia says that he's from South Australia. I am aware that someone can move from Australia to the United States, but I'm also aware that these TV shows like to just cast people from random countries on dating shows when they don't live in the same country. But Netflix Netflix is especially guilty of this with shows like Too Hot to Handle, which if you want to see me go off on Too Hot to Handle, watch my recap from a few weeks ago. Mama, that show is garbage. After the elimination in this episode, Leo and Cassie actually start being a cute couple, which really concerned me. I wrote in my notes, are they doomed? Hannah and Marco, who I don't think are a cute couple, decide to be closed off. What a dream. And after everything that happened this week about Keenan and KK having drama, and Keenan apologizing to KK, and Keenan going to Bergie for advice with his ugly necklace with the 6-sided dice, Keenan tells Amari that he wants to get to know her. Ugh. We end the Monday episode with the girls going to Casa Amor, which obviously is the event of the year. Sarah Hyland shows up, making her $50,000 salary, wearing a gold sequin dress to talk to the girls for 10 minutes. They have some small talk. You make that paycheck, Sarah Hyland. On to the Tuesday episode, which really was action-packed. Cassie starts off instantly flirting with the new guy, Rob, the snake handler. Destiny is flirting with Zay. He says he's 23 and she drops her drink. But apparently he's very mature for 23 because he wants to get married and he wants to have kids. And when I was 23, all I wanted was a hot dog, and I'll be lucky if I could get a napkin. KK and Eddie seem to really hit it off, and in my head I'm thinking, go KK, this is a nice, respectable young man. This should be exactly who you attract yourself to. Rob, the snake guy, pulls Carmen for a chat. He picks up a frog, so now he's Rob, the frog guy. And he's playing with this frog, and he sets the frog between him and Carmen. And then he summons the frog, and the frog just jumps onto him. He spoke to this frog. But he's also very charming, and he's got the riz, he's got frog riz, he's got that frisbit. The next day, Destiny and Baby Zay connect a little bit more. Imani decides that she wants to kiss Rizbit Rob, so she goes over to him and just says, can I kiss you? And he says yes, and they kiss. They don't really seem to have a connection. She just wanted to kiss him, and he said yes. And just when I started wondering, where are the new girls? The new girls show up, and there's one girl who has 1997 tattooed on her butt, so I Googled what happened in 1997, as anyone would Google on the beach when she walked by, and 1997 is the year that Princess Diana died, and Mike Tyson bit someone's ear off. Now we get KK talking to another new guy, Brandon, who tells her that he likes to go fishing, which is a huge red flag, and obviously I knew that this is going to be someone that KK is attracted to like a moth to a flame. Ladies, if a man tells you that his hobby is fishing, run away. So KK ignores these red flags, and we will see her at the carnival. Back at the villa, a few of the new girls are into Bergie, and I know that they've seen the show and they know that America wants Bergie to find love, so I really hope that he finds someone that's genuinely interested in him. At Casa, the girls and the boys play a game of truth or dare. There's some nipple sucking, some sex positions, some kissing. KK kisses Brandon the fisherman. So you go, girl, I love rooting for you. Give us nothing. We end the episode with Bergie having a really sweet conversation with one of the new girls, Allie, so I really hope that this becomes something positive. We also get a commercial for a new show called Love Island Games, which I'm so excited about. Apparently it's coming this fall to Peacock, and it'll have all All-Stars from International Love Island competing for, I hope, money. Like, I'm really hoping it's an I Love Money type show. But also, this fall is so soon. My biggest problem this week is at the end of this episode, the narrator says, tomorrow night, and that Marco's ex is going to be coming to the villa. But whatever happened to new episodes every day except Wednesday, hump day? This throws off my entire schedule. I have to wait a whole week to talk about this. It's going to be so juicy. I cannot wait for Marco and Hannah's relationship to fall apart. I hope he's misbehaving like Raven. But anyways, I guess I'll have to wait until next Wednesday for me to talk about this, which is such a pain in my ass because it's so juicy. But until then, take care. Bye.